Okay, so given that metric P, find this inverse using ERO. First step, what we do? We form out the structure first. The first one, your first step will be your augmented matrix. So your augmented matrix will be 211, 321, 212, separate by the identity. Identity 100, 010, 001. So the concept is apply the row operation so that this left hand side become identity matrix. The value that come out at the right hand side here will be our result of the inverse matrix. So what should we do first? We will do for 0 first by column. So our first step we will 0 kan position ini dan 0 kan position ini. That will be our second step. So our third step nanti kita 0 kan position sini. Then kita 0 kan position sini. Going column by column. Referring column by column. So what is it? First row kita tak sentuh, kita fix. Kita fixkan first row. First row tak payah usik. Kita kena positionkan sini kosong. Yang lain tu ikutlah, ikut result kamu. Alright, so we know our first row kita tak usik, kita catat jawapan terus. Our first row is constant, kita tak usik, kita positionkan tempat sini saja. So the row that you need to change is row 2 and row 3. So we find out the population. Alright, so I just jotting here row 2 and which row? Row 1. Don't take row 3 because row 3 is going to change. Take the row with fixed position. So row 1 dah fix, kita nak kosongkan row 2 dengan row 3. So operation adalah row 2 dengan row 1. Jangan tengok nilai, memang fix macam tu. So row 2 nilai kita 3. Row 1 nilai kita 2. How to get 0? Here we times 3. Here we times 2. So our operation will be 2 row 2, 3 row 1, positive 6 we do minus. So 2 row 2 minus 3 row 1. Alright. So after you determine the operation by referring this number, we calculate for the entire row result. 2 row 2. So the whole row times 2. 642020. 3 row 1 here times entire row times 3. We're going to minus. So 0, 1, negative 1, negative 3, 0. So this is our result. So now we proceed to row 3 that we need to change. So row 3, the operation you have to operate with row 1. Cannot row 2 because this row 2 is changing variable. Alright, so row 3 value is 2. Row 1 value also 2. Let's just minus. Enough to get 0. So after you determine this row operation, we calculate. What's your row 3? Your row 3, 212001. Your row 1, 211100. Answer minus 0, 0, 1, negative 1, 0, 1. So mission achieved. Mission achieved. 001. Oh, salin jawapan kena betul lah. Salah satu, semua salah. Setengah jam ni syok sendiri saja. So done. Then we go for third step. Because this one is already achieved, right? So what we need to focus here is the 0 up here and 0 up here. Means this value. Thanks God, this one already automatic 0. So we just need to 0 kan position sini. So the row that not going to change anything will be row 2, right? Row 2. This is a position of identity, right? So row 2 not going to change anything, so we maintain this result. Row 2, 0, 1, negative 1. Negative 3, 0, 2. So this row 2 is not going to change anything. Okay. Row that you're going to change, this row, correct? Actually, this row need to change, but it's already 0. God help us, no need to do. Senang. Row 3 pun dah jadi kosong, dah tak payah operate dah. So, hanya row 1 yang akan bertukar. Row 1 nak bertukar dengan row 1, you're going to operate with row 2. You don't do with the row with the 0. Alright? So the operation that we fix here, row 1 is value 1, row 2 also value 1, so they just minus. Okay, so your row 1, row 2, 0, 1, negative 1, negative 3, 2, 0, minus. So we get 2, 0, 2, 4, negative 2, 0. So step number 4, we move on. So this one done. The column at the middle also done. So we move on to the column number 3, means we need to 0 position 1, 3 and 2, 3. Okay, we need to 0 kan tempat sini. Maka row yang tak bertukar, row 3. So row 1 need to change, row 2 need to change to the position of 0 here. So row 1 operate with row 3. Row 3 that already constant. So the operation, row 1 is value 2, row 3 is value 1. So we just times 2 to get same value. Then we minus to get 0. Then we operate for the entire row, row 1. Then row 3 times 2. Answer 2008, negative 2, negative 2. Correct? Answer 6. So can detect you not just only copy, you also calculate together. Alright, then row 2 also need to operate with row 3. So row 2 value here is -1 that you need to change. Row 3 value here is 1. They just add together enough to get 0. So for entire row, row 2, row 3, add together. 0, 1, 0, -4, 2, 1. Correct? So mission all achieved, where the place of 0 all becomes 0 as it does not return back to numbers. Alright? When we follow through the row by row operation here, once we get 0 and then we continue the operation, you notice that 0 is not returned back to numbers, means that is correct. If let's say suddenly here become numbers, that means something wrong with the operation. So lastly, we are going to obtain our identity figure, where this is value 1. This is 1 already obtained. Here also 1 already obtained. So means for the last step, we're going to change the row 1. Become the leading element here is value of 1. We're going to divide by 2 for the entire row. So row 2 and row 3 already achieved. Just operate for row 1, divide by 2. Finally, pick up our A inverse.